Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 9 of my Aquileian campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4, Equestria at War, beta version 1.9. And I think this is going to be the finale. I guess you'll know if it's in the title, but what we're just going to do here is get ready for the war. We've got our divisions here ready to go, including my, well, I've almost got totally ready my weirdo division here, who I guess I should put my best one. Oh my, Morningstar, doesn't she look pretty? She looks very nice. Like how her unicorn horn goes through her well done hair. So I think the person we're gonna use is... who do we want to use for this? Got a lot of level 4s here. Let's get Moonshadow. He's our armor guy, kinda. Yeah, and we've been wasting him by having him be in charge of the Mountaineers and whatnot. Yeah, we just have this kind of ragtag group here of some divisions. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to actually start the thing. Let's just double check here. So this can take 79 days. This is going to take 18 days. There's no reason for us not to just take this. Revolution in the Crystal Empire. Interesting. Crystal Ponies Republic under Arctic Lily. I have not seen that pop out in a really long time. Oh, Griffinstone's under a queendom, under Blue Crest. It's the queendom where the kings bow down. Anybody get the reference? Anybody? Is this thing on? Okay. I guess we could keep putting things into the light tanks, and that's maybe what I should do. That's going to take 25 days. It's going to take 68. So, yeah, light tanks. Keep throwing it in there. Yeah, I already took care of the infrastructure. We're going to be totally fine, I think, in terms of, you know, we're not going to run out of supply or anything like that. Got divisions that are still preparing over here. This is a little bit of a mess right now, this front line. Yeah, but we'll figure it out. Are they even technically in a pact all together or what? It's very confusing, really. I guess I could get my planes out. Wow, I did not realize just how many freaking fighters I had. Alright, get training, please. And prepare to be used in the war. So if we've got 800 planes combined, how's that compared to what they have? Like the fighters alone? Yeah. No, Phathesia has quite a few. Okay. Start upgrading to the better artillery. And, oh my gosh, even with 100%, that's... huge ahead of time penalties there. Okay. Excavations done. Let's see, military stuff. Right, Signal Company Initiative. Let's get another 6% on that so they keep picking good ones. And Signal Company 3 is also finished. So we've got 12, 12, 12. So we there's the base of 12, I think, yeah. Or 20, so 20, then 32, then 44, and we're gonna get another 6. So we got almost plus 50% initiative, which is cool, and I like it. Bronze Hill has taken Griffenheim. Okay, so this is interesting. They've now called themselves the Griffonian Empire, but their leader is still Count Barnaby Bronzetail. A fierce battle appeared in the capital city of Griffenheim as the fanatic dog loyalists and Imperial forces fought in street-to-street fighting. Heavy casualties were mounting for the dogs, so they did mass berserker charges against machine gun emplacements. However, their ferociousness terrified Imperial soldiers, with some deserting. Eventually, the dogs were able to penetrate deeper into the city thanks to continued artillery and air support. The dogs soon advanced from the outskirts to the center of the city until they reached the palace, where the Imperial Guard fought ferociously before being killed thanks to the Guard refusing surrender. After the palace was taken, the dogs cheered as they secured the emperor from the clutches of the Imperials, holding him under their regency. Soon after, the remaining soldiers surrendered en masse in order to avoid their own deaths, and were given fair treatment after the battle ended. It's a dog-eat-dog world, or a dog-eat-dog world, as some say. Damn it, did I not do the thing? Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, detraction. You know what, I'm just gonna... Yeah, let's do the detraction thing now so I don't forget. But, okay, once we're done whipping the party, we're gonna have a straight-up majority in the National Assembly, and it's never going away. Because, oh no, if we curtail the PAT, then some of them will defect from our coalition. We'll lose 10 of them, except they're not in our coalition at all. So now we're starting to get the bonuses, and really we just hit a point where we could just continue to cycle forever and ever, or practically, not forever and ever, because they're always going to have at least 15% each, but we could just keep, you know, shoving them around and getting more and more into our own majority. So we're at 54. Remember, we could basically max out at 55-ish, give or take a percent. So we're good. We are so good. Yeah, assault sections tactics. This will help with infantry division attack as well as our overall speed. Plus 5% speed on everyone means we're going to be able to get some overruns when we're just attacking. And we can just go whenever we're ready. But I think I just want to make sure, at least at the start of the war, that we've got everything we need. Light tanks are going to take 22 more days. The medium tanks are going to take about a month. Yeah, this will be interesting. So, do we have war goals on everybody? Yeah, including the Republic of Griffenheim. But, like, do we have it on Romau and things like that? Yeah. It's everybody here in the Heartland. We're coming for them all. Oh, wonderful, wonderful stuff right here. The Fentonine... Oh, we never finished doing integrated support. Yeah. I spent so much time thinking about what land doctrine I was going to do. Ended up not doing mass assault, which I kind of regret. I do wish I had done that after all. So then I could have, you know, put more things in my divisions easier. But, because, yeah, it did turn out that we had a fair amount of pony power available to us. Loan repayment. Let the Griffins have their coin. We extend the loan. No, let's just pay it back. Give back with interest. That's fine. They're our subject now. Whatever. Did we ever officially get to integrate? Like, do we officially get these as core areas, right? Because we had integration. Cool. So we didn't have to do it ourselves. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So everything should have been integrated. Special forces stuff we don't need to do. Experience Corps du Service Médical. Experience soldier losses minus 10%. Reinforce rate plus 5%. And that's before we even put the field hospitals in. Can you imagine if we decided to stack that stuff up? They're giving us loans again. They are being funny. These are almost done training. Oh, I didn't change them, so they still say infantry divisions. Well, they actually technically are. Now they're also at war with each other, you absolute fools. It's all just Imperials fighting Imperials, nobles using the people, and we are going to liberate them all in just a hot second. 27 more days. Excavation 4 is done. Can't do any curtailing, so let's whip the party. Yeah, I think the curtailing's pretty much done. We're going to be able to curtail Pat one more time, but... unless some of it keeps going, you know, to the others, that'll pretty much we're pretty much it. We're done. We've maxed it out. In hindsight, I probably could have actually also done this sooner. Maybe I should have. You know, just dropped everybody else's support to 0 and not done the coalition government. But it was fun to do it the I guess quote unquote proper way. Okay, that's the special forces thing. And then over there, we're going to get the tank bonuses, which are going to be just wonderful for us. Didn't we pick up a couple of refineries on the way, right, with our industry? No, actually, we didn't do that. So we're going to have 2. Let's make sure those 2 we get are the best they can be, everybody. Do your best, every pony. Okay, or every griffin. What is going on here? Large river crossing and enemy still preparing. Isn't he my river guy? Who cares, right? He's going to be okay. And Rodier. You see, just had to take away the teeth, you little fascist, and now you're just a good general for me. Let's go! Let's start the wars. Potential enemies, the Strawberry Duchy and whatnot and whatever. I wonder if they ended up getting married. No, I think if they actually got married, that's when you get the thing with they actually fuse the countries. Alright, I think that was everybody. Here we go. We haven't even done the nuclear plans. Alright, everybody go. They want to buy gold from us. A messenger, they're avoiding the active war zone. They would buy gold from our treasury no matter how we acquired it and pay in liquid cash, which we could then invest in our war economy. It's an interesting offer. So we send gold to them, and it costs us political power, but we get construction speeds and things like that. We don't need cash for the war effort. Oh, we said we do need cash for the war effort. Yeah, let's do that. Again, it just costs political power, and I've got so much of it now that, you know, who cares? What's going on here? Are we not at war with the duchy? Or with Thethisia? Yes, we are. Oh, it's because we haven't called in our allies. Yes, who are volunteering to help. I'm not forcing them to do it, as you all could see. So, there we go. We are off to the races. Many a grave will sprout in Flanders fields. You know what? This is going to be a victorious war. It's not going to be a long war. But, I think what we're going to do here is, for those of you, what I did for the thumbnail for this, campaign, I just used the loading menu image, but I also put a couple of lines in French, of John McCree's famous In Flanders Fields poem. So I just think I'll just read it while we do this fight. Narrow majority. What? In a fierce hoofful of days of voting across the nation, the vote of no confidence has come out with a minor majority rule for the Republicans. Evidently, there's still a strong minority in favor of the monarchy, and it's likely the two forms of government will be blended together in a new sort of harmony. Are these princesses weak or are ponies strong? Okay, this is Equestria, which is enormous now and under Prince Blueblood, but they've created the free changeling hinds under Thorax. No skittlebugs here in Equestria at war, never forget. Yeah, so it's just Greater Equestria now. They took back... Yeah, Prince Blueblood is elected to office. Renowned war hero. And Prince has been elected to office, riding on the hard conservative votes and counterlot in his skillful defense of the nation. It is fully expected he will serve the nation well, but questions have been raised about his royal background. An elected royal. This will be interesting. Sounds like my Russian Republic campaign. Anyway, let's go ahead and recite this poem, shall we? In Flanders Fields by John McCrae, as we think of all those who are going to be dying right now to liberate the Griffonian Empire. And the griffins underneath it specifically. In Flanders fields the poppies blow, beneath the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders fields. Fun fact, as many of you know, I was in the military and I was a red leg. Join wars requests. Yes. Oh, I guess they didn't join all the wars at once. Like, oh, yeah, because we're technically in a couple of different wars. But fun fact, so I was a red leg. I was an artilleryman when I was in the military. And so as a result, I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So some of you, I don't know if any of you are out there, but anybody who has done their AIT, their Advanced Individual Training over at Fort Sill, although admittedly I went many years ago, so I don't know if it's still there, but in our I guess break room, at least for the battery that I was in, because there were several of them, there's like a few different battalions, but at least in the one that I was in our, for lack of a better room, break room. We had that we had lines from that poem painted on one of the walls, along with a mural. Let's see here. Let's see, almost 30,000 dead, but the Grand Duchy of Phthisia has capitulated. Take it all. Nope, can't afford it all yet. Hold on, need a little bit more. There it is. Okay. We've got to clean this front up quite a bit. Give me a second. It's this Strawberry Duchy thing we gotta fix up. But we're going all the way to Bronze Hill like that. And yes, I do see the expeditionary forces in the north. I also do see that there's resistance to occupation. And I probably should set something up with the, you know, the armored cars that I've gotten already and stuff like that. But, it's going to be fine. Alright, here we go. We've got some light tanks. What happens when our tanks hit their tanks? Oh, slicing right through them. Holy crap. Let's try it again. Alright. Yeah, we're piercing them, I think, rather easy. Coming in with 98 hard attack. Yeah, slicing through them. Attack, you know, soft attack could be a bit better, I would want, but whatever. What's going on with this kooky commune? They got a lot of divisions. Well, they're going to lose a bunch right now. Because we are going to cut through here and cut the city itself off from its army that's gone south. Wonderful, wonderful. That's what I like to see. Logistically, how am I doing? I'm running short on the light tanks in particular. Actually, medium tanks might take longer to replace for where we are right now. Okay, let's just do that, and it shouldn't be a problem. What's this? What's out of date? Oh, our rifles. Here we go. Switch those out for full-blown assault rifles. Okay. I could have done that faster. I could have used my army experience. Whatever. I still maintain they've got to do something, and I'm talking about the Hearts of Iron 4 team that's like actual Paradox Interactive. They've got to do something where you could look at wars after they're over, so you could look at the casualty counts. Because if you look here now, if we look at our... Oh, well, the Strawberry Duchy's gone, but... Hold on. Take all the states. Thank you. We'll make our little puppet areas afterwards. Hold on. We're going to come up here, like so. And the tank 24, we need to change you. Actually, no, it's mostly these guys here. Do that. Slice through like so. There we go. What was I just saying a second ago? Yeah, so that you could see what the casualties are like, because if we look here, I'm sure at the, you know, it says we're at war. If we open it up, okay, for some reason we can't open the menu up, but I'm sure it says that we have less than 35,000 casualties now, because some of the people who we were fighting are, you know, gone now. Griffenheim is ours. They didn't even defend it. Absolute bacchus. The Aquileian standard. Yeah, more industry buffs. I love it. Whoop. Okay, how close are they to... Yeah, that's actually really annoying. Why can't we look at the war menu screen, or the war screen? Whatever, we'll capitulate them, no problem. There is the fall of Bronzecure. The Aquileian flag was flown on top of a 60-foot-high statue of Emperor Grover II, and fighting has ceased above the streets. That must be a sight to see. Love it. And that just leaves the commune itself. Come, Eagleheart. This is all your brainchild, right? Actually, I think we just walk right into Romau. And that's it! A glorious victory! We are done! Just some cleaning up to do, but we've finished. So, the first thing we want to do, of course, is that, before I forget, and whip the party some more. Look at that, we're up to 56, and we actually can still go further. I could curtail the MPA. Proclaim the Empire's defeat. What is this? When selected, a new political focus branch will be loaded. Oh, maybe we're not done after all. Political power plus 100. What have we here? It's going to be a little epilogue on this, what I thought was going to be a finale. Yes, the Herzland Republic. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? Where's the new tree? Oh, wow, yeah, there's a whole thing here. Alright. Okay. So it's basically, what are we going to do afterwards? Oh, it looks like we are going to still have needed, we're still going to need deputies in order to do that. Okay, so it's not the finale, which is a surprise to me, but not for you guys, because for you guys, the finale wasn't in the title. Okay, well, the Rila Conference. Victory! The Empire has been defeated, and the Herzland has been liberated into a new shining republic. But while we have defeated our enemy, the question still remains of our relationship with our fellow republic. We must meet in Rila with the other Republican leaders to decide how to move forward. By the way, I'm sure that there's going to be portraits when it gets released. This is the beta. Let's not forget. Let's calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Well, we certainly have enough political power. In fact, we have so much that I'm probably just going to start selecting the Concordat thing all the time, you know, before I forget. Dear Madam President, it was very hard for me to write this letter, as I kept wanting to write horrible things to you. My governess told me to put down the letter and go back to writing it, when I was no longer as angry, and this is why it has taken so long for me to write all this. There is still much that I do not understand, but I know that you took my... Oh, this is Grover the Sixth. It's Grover the Sixth is writing this, so it's a kid. Okay, let me change the voice then. There is still much that I do not understand, but I know that you took my birthright from me. I was born to be emperor, like my father was, but now I will be somebody else. I don't know how to be somebody else, and I am scared of what I will become. I was always taught that as emperor, I would be the most responsible of all Griffs in the empire. And I would form the empire through my actions and my personality. That was what made the empire what it was. Under Grover 1 and 2... it was strong, and conquered most of Griffonia to show how the Empire alone can bring peace and unity. Under Grover 3 and 4, it was working to maintain that promise. Now that you are going to choose leaders every few years, how can Griffonia become anything but a confused mess? Or I could go for like a King Joffrey, like he's entitled, because maybe he's a teenager by now, actually, now that I think about it. There's like, maybe there's no point in me writing this, but I want to ask you to not step down when your time ends. You are strong, and you created... Oh, geez, I don't know how to voice this guy. He's I kind of get what he's saying now. I'm just going to read normally. You are strong, and you created peace through that strength. Whatever you've done to me, at least you are the kind of Griff that can make sure that peace sticks. Please do not step down, because if you do, there will be chaos in the end. I won't be an emperor, but I can make this request of you for the sake of every Griff. Sincerely, Grover von Griffenstein. Grover, I think you underestimate me. I'm somebody who formed a coalition government for the sole purpose... Well, not the sole purpose, but I worked very hard so I could limit my own authorities. I worked hard to do that. Not that you'd ever understand that, you spoiled little bitch. Anyway. Cecile smiled as she read the letter. Grover was remarkably well-spoken, considering his age. While the philosophical differences that in the end had caused the revolution were clear as day, it was impossible to miss the sincerity in his words. No matter what he thought of her, the boy was asking her to become a dictator to ensure stability, all for the sake of those who would suffer if she didn't. Taking out a pen and paper to write her reply, she wondered if he would be amenable to future correspondence. Well, that's awfully kind of her. And I guess it is true. He's upset because he doesn't want chaos. He seems to sincerely want what's best for the continent. He just wants to be, he's a kid. He's been taught, you're supposed to do this. Dear Grover von Grovenstein. That is interesting, though. I dig it. I wonder if you get a letter like that if you didn't go Republican, So let's get a little intel up here in Cloudberry. Just, you never know if you're going to have to deal with anything up there. And I don't know. We'll just go get intel in some of these various areas or whatever. So the Rilla conference is going to happen, and I don't think we're obviously we're not going to finish this in like 4 minutes, but I guess this in the next episode we're going to figure out what we want to do here. So we have here the Aquileian Concordat has been agreed on. Aquileian will remain an independent member of the Republican Pact. Okay, I don't think we're going to do that. Entente Triumphant, we alone have defeated the Hertzland, and we alone will stand tall in Griffonia as a place of harmony. We will remain the premier alliance in Griffonia. Yeah, they didn't do anything to help. Or we have here the Aquileian Republican split. The ideals, while in some ways similar, directly conflict with our own. They seek a policy of pan-Griffonianism, wanting to unite all Griffins under their banner. If an independent Aquileian wants to remain, it seems we have to fight our fellow Republicans. Well, I don't know if they're gone that path. I don't know if they even can with this. It's such a vertical tree they've got. But I don't know. Yeah, this is different from when I played them, though. I remember when I played the Griffonian Republic, though. I took the famous painting of the crossing of the Delaware, and I put Kamarowski's face over George Washington. I don't think very many people got it. The reference, that is. Actually, we've got more more military factories than civilian. I don't like that. It's time to move on. It's time to get going. So let's. Okay, looks like we got to curtail the MPA. We've maxed out on our support here. Oh, shoot. How much am I going to need? Am I going to be able to get away with like 225, or do I need more than that? There's going to be reforms. We need 225, 225, 225. Okay. Oh, nope. Some of this is going to take 250. 275. We need 300 at the bottom. Assembly supremacy. It will permanently disable coalition detractions. Well, it's going to be before the game is over, so who cares? But still, yeah, they saw me coming. Mandatory coalitions. Yeah, because even if I'm at 56% popularity and I still only have 228 max, like, you know, 3% support here. Let's pretend that all went to me. So 56. Let me do some. Hold on. I gotta do some math here real quick. Let me open up a calculator here. Okay, calculator. So if you take 200, and this isn't a calculator. This is a random number generator. Hold on a second. Calculator. All right. Hold on a second. Give me just a minute here. Okay, so hold on. I need to go here. Okay, so let's say that for some reason, and it's not going to happen, but let's pretend. Let's say okay, so the non-aligned party is under 15%, and so are the communists. So I cannot curtail them anymore. It's not allowed. So let's pretend that all 3% of the popularity that the Supremacist Party has goes to me, which it's not, but let's pretend that that's what happens. Right now, I've got 228 seats, so divide that by 56, right? So each percent is worth maybe 4.4 chairs and a little bit more, so at most, we could have 240 seats in the assembly. Roughly. Definitely not anywhere near 300. So we're going to have to work with them again and get some more deputies back in order to get us to the 300 eventually. Let's put off doing that as much as possible, though. So I'm going to read this and we'll call it a day. The delegation is waiting in the seaside suite, Monsieur Baron, said the concierge. Not a bit, not a baron, just a citizen now, said the citizen known as Griffenheim. He was dressed well, but not ostensibly. The dark color of his coat complements his cobalt blue feathers. Mes compliments to the valet for speedy transport. Of course, monsieur. And with a reverent bow, the concierge did as he was told. Griffenheim strode quietly into the room, a wide space painted with a pleasant ocean blue and patterns resembling seashells. Around the edges were pieces of furniture, hastily covered with cloth and embedded at the far end. I just realized this Griffenheim guy is probably not actually from the Republic, but anyway, a lone nail from which a portrait of the king once hung. In the middle of the room was the meeting table, upon which was a map of the Herzland. Herzland, the land of emperors. It was wondrous to behold it now, a new bastion of democracy in the very heart of Griffin civilization. As he drew further in, he could hear the conversations in progress, and the words spoken evinced cautious optimism. The Cloudbedians seem to be reasonable, said one delegate, a tall and reedy fellow whose jacket was a little too short. I know that feeling. Like, I'm kind of taller, and it's hard to get like a jacket that like, you know, the sleeve length and the body length is what it needs to be. And sometimes they don't. It's like one's right, but the other's not. Anyway, they appear to be as committed to republicanism as we are. We can't deny that they're ambitious, however, said another, a grizzled griffin with a broad beak, the buttons of his waistcoat straining against his girth. Now that I don't know about. Ben Griffonism means all Griffons, including those in Equestria. What if they try to make a move against us? By the way, I'm so glad that this is a thing, because I know it's something that's been brought up in the community before, that it is a little bit awkward when you guys both go harmony, so now we got to figure out what's going on here. So I like that there's a series of events for it. They will not endanger the Republican experiments, said another, the sole female, whose left arm subtly concealing the patch on her dress. Prudence will win out, I am sure of. Oh! She noticed Griffenheim, and soon the others did as well. Monsieur, a pleasure! Her legs dipped down instinctively to curtsy, but she quickly stopped herself, as did all the other griffins who had begun to bow. Gentle Griffs, ma'am, Griffenheim greeted, reaching into the pocket of his perfectly tailored coat and producing a small booklet. I have considered the situation, and I believe I have some idea of the position we must take. So I don't get it. Is this guy from Cloudberry, or what? We shall negotiate with them, or we can say... Cloudberry is filled with cowards and tyrants, down with pan-Griffinism. And that'll hurt stability, and we'll lose every single member of the coalition that's of the neutral party. Now, I wonder if that is reflective of who's in charge. So, like, here it says they're harmony, but it's the center ring, so, you know, they're non-aligned or something. I don't know. So I guess the decisions we make here are going to be what determines the ideas going forward. Like, and something tells me that the negotiations is just the beginning of it. Like, then there'll be a series of things. But we're gonna figure that all next time. Maybe next time will be the finale. Maybe not. I'm sure not in any rush. Just like it's not like I'm going. I thought this was gonna be over already. This is really interesting to me. I don't think we could go full-blown, though, and say that they're tyrants. They did go harmony, and they have also created another republic. So we'll probably end up negotiating with them. Anyway, I'm Conquering History Games, and I will see you all next time.